Welcome to Christine's Musings, where she shares thoughtful moments from her day. Christine's Musings, June 20th, 2022. Eyes closed. Featured image, study of the rose-breasted woodpecker. Eyes closed, hearing a woodpecker, rat-a-tat-tat, the gentle voice of approaching wind, the far-off blue jay calling. Glowing from the sun, I start my day. June 21st, 2022. Directions. Does your art have direction? Does your life have direction? Do you have direction? If you are missing directions to the latter two questions, there is no way you can give direction to your art. Several years ago, my art gained direction. Instead of just hoping things would happen to my work, I took reflection on my work and found that if I wanted my work to represent something, to have direction. I began to incorporate things that I believe in, things I feel strongly about, such as the unique individual. Things aren't always as easy as saying, I am going to give direction to my work. So, I began to call myself a conceptual abstract artist. I defined myself and my work as being abstract, but with an idea within the work. What I found out was that the concept in the work took over the work, and the visual language of the actual work got lost, and the uniqueness of the work itself faded. What was missing? Freedom. It took a long time to give the concept direction and allow the image to also have direction. Both had to be from me, not someone else. Most recently, I looked up the concept and definition of the word paradox online. Then, as I began to think and write about it, uniqueness returned to my work, to me, and to the concept in the work. June 22nd, 2022. Jitterbug iris. Featured image, jitterbug iris. I just love watching the gardens come alive with different greens, dark, light, lime, and other different colors. I always cherish when my mom's iris pops up. It is called a jitterbug. Great name. It is a tall, bearded iris with sunflower yellow, goldenrod yellow, and a wonderful bronze yellow beard, the caterpillar in the middle. The story and memories surrounding this iris is a neat one. This was in 2007. Both my parents had passed, and I was leaving their house for the last time. Their house had burned down about a month before. I had taken care of all their affairs and was just tying up loose ends when I looked over at one of my mom's lower gardens. There in the middle was this lone jitterbug iris. Mom had planted that iris and others that didn't survive from her previous garden. To my knowledge, the iris had probably been moved by her at least 3 times. I walked over and dug the lonely iris up with my hands. I took it home and planted it in my garden. In 2010, I moved up north. Again, I dug up the iris and its friends and brought them up north and planted them in my new gardens in the North Woods. Every time, absolutely every time this first iris blossoms, I think of my mom. Yesterday, I sent some jitterbug bulbs to my daughter to plant in her garden. Tradition, memories, history. There are so many memories of my mom, and I cherish them all. So I painted this jitterbug iris today to honor my mom, but also honor my history and foundations. June 23rd, 2022. Iris Garden. Featured image, purple iris. I think this little blue purple iris that grows in a circle is my favorite iris. It is just beginning to bloom in the garden. It adds a wonderful blue that makes a contrast with the yellows, pinks, oranges, and reds. It is a delicate little plant, graceful and hardy. I think the iris is just about one of my favorite garden flowers. A friend gave me some bulbs from her garden last year, and I planted about 25 more. It will be fun to watch what comes up in the iris section of my garden. Visit Christine's website at christineelfery.com to read more musings, or watch them right here on her YouTube page.